tonight on Newsfeed.
Budget cuts are reaching every corner of the country, even Ann Arbor parks. We'll tell you the city's newest strategy for saving some green.
And could we be close to finding a cure for cancer? Some researchers at the university have taken a big step towards making that dream a reality.
And campus is gearing up for graduation 2010. We've got new details coming up.
All this and more in Ann Arbor's only local newscast. Newsfeed starts now.
Welcome to Newsfeed. I'm Mia Mollicone.
And I'm Emily Zimmerman. It's Wednesday, March 10th, 2010. Welcome back. We've had a nice little break from spring break, so we hope that you're all well rested and ready for a few more weeks of school. Let's get right into our top story. What could you do with $9,000? Well, the Michigan Student Assembly admitted last night that this was the price tag on their new website. Not only did this put them $6,000 over budget, the website is unsuccessful. Apparently, the site has too many errors, and MSA has decided at this point to start over. MSA President Abhishek Mahanti explains that the project absorbed much more time and money than anyone realized at the time.
I was the lead. I was the lead on the website, and work was getting done. It was all being done very well. I was happy with the design. I was happy with the way things were functioning. But one thing that I wasn't really seeing were the hours that were being reported. And things got said and done, and after the fall there were some hiccups along the way technologically. We tried to alleviate those as much as we could, and we realized that the website just wasn't working.
MSA says that not a single dollar more will be spent on this project.
And in more campus news, could there be a way to break down the greenhouse gas carbon dioxide into something useful? University of Michigan biological chemist Steve Ragsdale may have the answer to this question. He and a team of researchers have figured out a way to efficiently turn carbon dioxide into carbon monoxide using merely visible light. This method would convert the compounds into one that is commercially useful and uses considerably little energy. By converting carbon dioxide to carbon monoxide, the compound can be used to produce things like electricity or hydrogen. And campus may seem a little crowded next week when more than 300 people will be visiting Ann Arbor to take part in the university's reaccreditation process. In order to remain accredited, universities must go through a process every 10 years that includes a self-study and site visit by the accrediting organization. During the 3-day visit, taking place March 15th to 17th, the team will conduct almost 70 meetings with university staff to ensure the university is fit for reaccreditation. And with the weather warming up and students looking towards the end of the semester, there's been a lot of buzz about graduation. So I sat down today to talk to Amy Majka about the details of the big day.
With graduation fast approaching, many graduates have questions about how to prepare for this year's spring commencement. Wolf spoke with University Events Representative Amy Majka to find out what all seniors need to know.
The gates open at 6 a.m. for guests. The actual ceremony begins at 11 a.m. and the ceremony should take around an hour and 15 minutes, an hour and 30 minutes.
With President Obama as our keynote speaker, students should take note of a few new important safety measures.
All guests, including students, will be gone through a metal detector. There will be no purses, no bags, no umbrellas. Cameras are allowed, but you cannot bring your camera bag. Graduates will also need a separate ticket to get into the stadium as well.
The biggest question students have is how to get tickets.
Tickets is at the Alumni Association, the Alumni Center on Fletcher, the last week prior to commencement, so April 26th, 27th, and 28th. Times are listed on our website as well, so just kind of keep updated with that if times may change. Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday of that week is when ticket distribution takes place. Undergraduates will receive 8 tickets guaranteed. Graduate students will receive 4 tickets guaranteed.
Remember, all graduates are required to wear a cap and gown for spring commencement. You can pick those up at the Union Bookstore, and they're available now through commencement. If you have any more questions, check out commencement.umich.edu.
Well, thanks for that, Mia. Definitely informative, and make sure to check out that website if you have any more questions.
Yeah, they said they're continually updating it. There are always slight changes, so definitely, keep looking at that if you're going to be there on commencement day like us.
Yay! In other campus news, the university is partnering with the Royal Shakespeare Company to create 3 new plays. Among these plays is a recreation of a lost play written by Shakespeare and his peer John Fletcher. The Royal Shakespeare Company is coming to Ann Arbor March 20th and will be staying until March 31st. This will be the company's 4th trip to the university campus. University President Mary Sue Coleman told the Michigan Daily, quote, "Our collaboration with the Royal Shakespeare Company reflects the high priority we place on the arts as a means to deepen our understanding of the human condition and bring people together of all cultures," end quote. And a U of M study presents a new view of cell phone use. Contrary to popular belief, the researchers claim that interacting by texting or talking on the phone is actually increasing interpersonal bonds. Based on responses from 587 adult cell phone users, cell phones have become useful in filling the gaps between face-to-face interactions. Those surveyed felt that the new forms of communication, like cell phone use, enable them to be more connected with individuals and organizations. Researcher Scott Campbell plans to further the study by surveying cell phone users under 18, who he believes are the pioneers of the trend.
And here at Newsfeed, we love to know what's going on around campus. So if you see or hear anything, send us a message at wolvnews.com. And you can see your story live on air right here on Newsfeed. And if you missed the show, always remember you can catch all of our episodes on wolvnews.com.
And everyone around campus has been talking about it. It's the great weather that we've been having. So now we have Christina in the studio to give us a little sneak peek of what could be coming up. Christina?
Hi, so right now it's about 47 degrees under some mostly cloudy skies. We could be seeing a little tiny bit of drizzle tonight, but no rain. And what to look for the rest of the week, well, I'll tell you in just a second. Back to you guys.
Thanks, Christina. In local news, the dean of one of America's largest colleges of education has passed away. Vernon C. Polite, dean of Eastern Michigan University's College of Education, died on Monday. Polite was 61 and passed away due to complications from pancreatic cancer. He had served as dean since the summer of 2005. EMU's College of Education enrolls 5,000 students, and 1 in 4 teachers in the state of Michigan are graduates of the program. A funeral mass for Dean Polite will be held on Monday, March 15th at the Blessed Sacrament Cathedral in Detroit. And one mall shopper yesterday was on high alert for something other than bargain prices. Ann Arbor police officers are crediting an alert citizen with helping them track down a man who robbed a TCF bank near Ann Arbor's Briarwood Mall. According to the Ann Arbor police, a woman saw a man riding on a bicycle into the mall parking lot and suspiciously clutching his stomach. The man rode the bicycle to a pickup truck in the lot and dropped some money before loading the bicycle and getting inside the vehicle. The woman called 911 and followed the truck until the police caught up with the vehicle on Jackson Road.
And Ann Arbor parks may soon see the effects of budget cuts needed to make up a shortfall next fiscal year. Mowing the grass in city parks may happen less, and hand trimming in the parks may be eliminated altogether. Public Services Area Administrator Sue McCormick said, quote, "The public will visually notice the difference in the parks," end quote. The city of Ann Arbor is on pace to enter next year with $81.3 million in expenses to account for. If the city can't raise revenue or lower costs, it would dig itself into a $5.2 million hole in 2011. And Vahan Basmajian, owner of Vahan's Clothing and Tailoring, announced this week the renovations on his shop are coming to a close. The store, which has been operating in Ann Arbor for more than 40 years, was expected to be finished by August 15th of last year. Basmajian claims, however, it will be complete within the next few weeks. The owner also announced the reopening will be accompanied by a large sale. And Zimmerman's Delicatessen proposed a plan to add 9,500 square feet of space to their building. This is the second time in 2 years that Zimmerman's has tried to expand. However, the right to expand the first time they tried was denied due to the historic importance of the buildings they wanted to raise. This time they want to raise the East Kingsley House to make a 2-story addition, which will cost between $4 and $7 million. They need site planning and city council permission to expand, and then it can go to Historic District Commission for consideration.